Ayatollah Khamenei made his first public appearance since Israel started pounding Iran from the 13th of June. In a recorded televised address, he outrightly rejected Trump's call for Iran to surrender unconditionally.
The Iranian nation stands firm against the imposed war, as it has stood so far, and stands firm against the imposed peace. The Iranian nation will not surrender to anyone in the face of imposition.
Thousands have reportedly fled the capital city of Tehran as Israeli strikes intensify. The Iranian government has also imposed limits on fuel, internet blackouts, and even paused state TV broadcasts. Strike after strike, both countries are digging in. Israel says it's pressing for the dismantling of Iran's nuclear infrastructure, while Iran's retaliatory strikes and threats talking of irreparable damage if the US joins in. Israel's military said 50 Israeli jets struck around 20 targets in Tehran overnight, including sites producing raw materials, components, and manufacturing systems for missiles. Iran has said it has intercepted an Israeli drone. Iranian TV claimed that this was the wreckage of the Hermes drone of Israel that was aimed at Isfahan in Iran, which is another one of Iran's nuclear sites. What you see is a part of a ballistic missile fired from Iran that was seen in northern Israel. Iran has fired roughly 400 ballistic missiles towards Israel since Friday. 40 of these have penetrated Israel's multi-layered defense and have also led to civilian casualties. US forces have also boosted air and naval deployments to the region. Trump, who was initially pushing for a deal with Iran, suddenly changed his stance completely, urging Iran to surrender. He went so far as to announce on his social media that he wasn't going to assassinate Iran's Supreme Leader for the moment, even though the US knew his location. Asked again by reporters whether the US was going to join Israel against Iran, this is what Trump had to say.
I said it's very late, you know? I said it's very late to be talking. We may meet, I don't know, there's a big difference between now and a week ago, right? Big difference.
But if you thought that means the US is definitely joining forces with Israel, hold on to the thought, because in response to the very next question from reporters, Trump said this.
Yes.
Is it too late though? Do you think it's too late to now?
Not really, nothing's too late.
The only thing predictable is the unpredictability of President Trump, even in this case. He switched from giving Iran's deal a chance to asking Iran to surrender unconditionally to maybe I will, maybe I won't join Israel in pounding Iran. But here's what Trump will need to factor in whenever he takes that call. A very vocal part of Trump's MAGA base is extremely unhappy with the US showing any inclination in getting involved in a war in the Middle East. Steve Bannon, who was once a close ally of Trump before falling out with him, and who very much agrees with Trump on most other things, is not in favor of the US joining in. On his podcast called War Room, Bannon warned, this is not something you play around with. You have to think this through at this level, and the American people have to be on board. You can't just dump this on them. Another Trump supporter, Tucker Carlson, had this very public clash on his podcast with Republican Senator Ted Cruz.
You don't know the population of the country you seek to topple?
How many people live in Iran?
92 million.
Okay. Yeah,
How could you not know that?
I don't sit around memorizing population tables.
Well, it's kind of relevant because you're calling for the overthrow of the government. Okay, what's the ethnic mix of Iran?
They are Persians and predominantly Shia. Okay,
it's not even. You don't know anything about Iran. So
okay, I am not the Tucker Carlson expert on Iran.
You're a senator who's calling for the overthrow of the government.
You're the one who
don't know anything about the country.
US Vice President J.D. Vance tried to downplay some of the questions over the rift within MAGA. As he supported Trump, he said people are right to be worried about foreign entanglement after the last 25 years of idiotic foreign policy. For more such stories, subscribe to SNG News, hit the like button and follow for more news updates.